Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising to my brothers and my sisters, kings and queens, God and goddesses in the four corners of this beautiful planet, what we call Mother Earth. Grand rising. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Ocean of Truth. I'm your host, Rabenu, and today we'll be having an interesting topic, calling a spade, standing for Africa with pride. Yes, fam. I have to call a spade. But before I get into it, like and share, subscribe to my channel, drop a comment, share your thought, and when you're doing that, list where you're from, and also keep it civilized, because any uncivilized stuff will not be tolerated and will get blocked immediately. So let's get into it. Yes, fam, calling a spade, standing for Africa with pride. I had to make this video because the only right to make it, because I have to say is truly an honor to stand for Africa with pride, because I'm a black man, and if you trace your origins, you will trace it back to Africa. So I don't have no other choice but to say that it's an honor to serve the ancestors, and it's also to stand for Africa. I'm standing with Africa with pride. I'm proud to be black. I'm black to be proud. Yes. So, yeah. Thumbs up in the comment section if you feel the same way. A lot of us out here, black people in general, it looks like we have like a complex hatred for our own self. We hate who we are. We hate our skin color. We hate who we be. And it seems that we want to be someone else. But I'm here to highlight that being someone else is against your own heritage. Is that you're going to be a traitor to your own self, and you can't be a traitor to your own self. To be like someone else, or to watch some other culture or some other race, and you want to be like a Chinese man, or you want to be like an Indian man, or you want to be like an Arab man, or you want to be like a white man. As a black person, man or woman, is dangerous, but also is self-destruction to oneself. I'll repeat. Looking at other races and thinking that you want to be like other races is self-destruction to oneself as a black person. I don't understand why black people don't love themselves. I don't understand why black people don't want to be proud of themselves. I'm here to highlight just a few of a whole lot. I can't even highlight all of them because I will need like a whole month, and I think months, to highlight all the great achievements black people did, from inventions to creative thought to scientific groundbreaking works, also to groundbreaking stuff what they created, and highlighting why it's so good to be a black person. I mean, it will take me months to highlight all of these, so I will just do a few here in this video. Yeah, so I will just do a few here in the video. Black people, I don't know if black people know, but black people on a general, we have a higher level of melanin in our skin. So I'm gonna dive into why being a black person is so good. Black people generally have higher levels of melanin in their skin, which provides greater natural protection against UV radiation and skin cancer. So divinity has already made us with natural protection against the UV radiation from the sun, because the sun, we know, is very hot, and sometimes it could give out really like some overbearing heat that only one particular race has a natural blockage or a natural skin protection against the sun, and that's the black people. Yes, you better be proud that your skin color is black. You have a natural protection against the sun radiation and also skin cancer. Being more black, like the blacker you are is so better. Enough people, it seems that the white man teaches that everything black is the devil, or being black, like a black person is the devil. In the night, because it's dark, is black. Is demonic. A black cat is demonic, and everything what is black they class it as demonic. But I'm here to say that the same people who class these things demonic, they are not even demonic, but they are the devils themselves. Yeah, so there's the ones in the same books what they write, they talking about. They is the monsters. And why did they oppress the black people? Because they know we direct descendants of divinity itself. Black people are the direct descendants of the divine consciousness of this universe. And they know that. The more blacker you are, is the higher melanin in your skin, in your body. Higher melanin acts as a natural sunblock, preventing sunburn and providing protection against UV rays. So the higher melanin in your body acts as a natural skin block, preventing sunburn and providing protection against UV rays. Black people, our bone density studies consistently show black individuals have higher total body bone mineral content and density than white individuals. We don't even need to train our body. Our body just looking fit. The most black people, from the men to the women, we don't even have to even train our body, and our body looks fit. When we start to diet and eat less sugar and train our body, whatever sport you're doing, our body gets so muscular, because our bone density in our body, we have a higher total body bone mineral content and density than white individuals. Also, our skin aging is also very good to be a black person, because due to higher melanin levels, black skin often retains its youthful appearance for longer. So our skin, we don't age faster than other races. We hold our youthful look, black people, and we hold it for much longer. Yes. Black inventors and scientists. A lot of people don't know that it's black inventors and scientists who have shaped our everyday life at present tense. At this very moment I'm speaking, it's black inventors and black scientists who have shaped our everyday life. They revolutionize technology, they revolutionize transportation, they revolutionize household goods, and they for sure revolutionized medicine. Don't let no one fool you. It was the black inventors and the black scientists. Let me even clarify it better. It was the black gods and goddesses. Yes, so kings and queens. Do your studies and your research. You will see. Stand there with Africa with pride. Calling a spade a spade. I can't stand with no other race, because I'm not from those race. I'm a black man. I'm an African. I was already here. I was already here in Kemet. Yeah, so I'm here at this present tense, and I'm going to be here in the future till infinity and beyond. So shall it be. Easy. You know, a lot of us don't know that it's black inventors and scientists what has created many stuff, invented many things, and also laid a foundation for Western civilization. Actually, Western civilization copied the blueprint of our ancestors, which is black people, right? Copy it. That's how they could have created this Western civilization. Our ancient black kings and queens, god and goddesses, their groundbreaking creation included essential tools for daily communication, life-saving medical devices, and conveniences we often take for granted. So I'm gonna just leave that there. That was just a few I wanted to highlight. Our Haitian forefathers, and our Haitian mothers, they have invented and they have created many stuff. And let me just be blunt and let me just be straight to the point. Our black Haitian African ancestors, our kings and queens, god and goddesses, they have created and invented everything which mankind knows today. And that is facts. That is straight facts. That is straight facts. They know it. I for sure know it. And all the spiritualists and the real practitioners and the real historians of the practice knows it as well. It's black people. It's black people, straight up. That's why they're the oppressors. That's why they have us like when we done come into this dimension, it's like we are already in survival mode. We are like fighters, like we are warriors, because we're fighting against everything. We are fighting against lies in the household, lies from religion. Then we go to school, then we fighting against lies from school, because school twisting everything from history to everything, right? Having black people feeling or seeing that they are foolish or dumb, while it's their same ancestors who created mathematics, where mathematics got created from, out of nature, who was in nature, who was living in nature in harmony and in balance with nature and the earth and the universe. It wasn't them. It was our black Haitian gods and goddesses. From every day observing the stars in the sky, our black Haitian gods and goddesses created geometry. Let me even go even blunt again. Sacred geometry. There's where our Haitian gods and goddesses created physics. There's where they created, right? They got a blueprint of technology, right? Agriculture, medicine, the tools for medicine. Same tools the doctors and all the hospitals using at this date, they know is our black Haitian gods and goddesses, kings and queens, once again, who had created it. A lot of us don't even know that in slavery, for many simple products like peanut butter and alcohol and all of these type of simple things, ice cream and these things, is black slaves who were invented these things. And a lot of us don't know that if we have to study things, you will know how, let me just say better, if you study, you will know for sure who's the devil. Because the devil is those that which, when one man or one woman had created something or invented something, and the white man had seen that, what? You created that? But that tastes good, or that drink tastes good, or that ice cream, or they used to kill a person immediately and take their shine. That's what a white man did, and that's what it does do. In history and in the books, when you study it and you see stuff like from America to all over, that's what it did. Everything black people created, and everything, the most of everything, white people, let me say it better, the missionaries, the ones that will come claiming to say they bring religion, but actually they come with bombs, guns, and these type of things, and telling you about a religion and telling you close your eye, and when you open up your eye, the land under your foot was taken, your artifacts was gone, all your minerals was gone, all the gold was gone, all the diamonds was gone, all the ivory was gone, everything was gone, and your people also slaughtered, right? From slaves who created good, like lovely food or ingredients or different things, from everything. Don't even talk about America. Everything in America what got created was by black people, black slaves. all those stuff in a shop, and oats and many products. It's black people who made those stuff. Comb for your hair, brush, and all those things. Black people who created those stuff. Everything. The traffic light on the road is a black man who created that while he was walking, and he observed because he saw accident, and from that he got the clear vision of a stoplight. It's there. A black man again. From communication to television to even this credit card system. When you go to the shop, you have a credit card, like if there's like you don't want to pay with cash, you want to pay with a card. A lot of people don't even know is a black person created that, invented that machine. So I'm calling a spade a spade. And I have to stand with Africa with pride. Yes, I have to stand with Africa with pride. You know, it may seem that we are not winning, or it seems that we're not moving the needle, but I'm a be really steadfast and say that good will conquer evil. Because of the many lies what they have, we could still see that truth still is coming out, and the truth still overshadows all those lies, and everybody know the truth, and the truth is what gonna set all of us free, and the truth is what gonna bring this earth, bring the balance back on this earth. My heart is the truth of my heart. All these people is lies and fraud, scammers, trying to keep the black nation down, trying to oppress us, that we don't rise again, rise in our power and in our glory, because we are very powerful people. All of us came to this dimension, all of us very talented, full of ambition. But because of the many lies and the many wickedness and the evilness and the deceitfulness and evilness, unrighteousness, and all of the ins and outs, you know, a lot of us just have to get tumbled up in the life first before we find light and before we get fully awakened. But let me be the one to say that we need to be proud of who we are. Be proud of who you are. When you look at my thumbnail, I put an Egyptian Aishan tablet, which I found 2 weeks ago, and a spiritual brother of mine found this. He was in some deep studies of Kemet, and he found this, and he shared it with me, and it was very mind-blowing to saw. I saw that my name, Ruben, was there, but without an E, R-U-B-N, and the symbols of Ruben, the bare nude board again, with the sun, the sun disc above the head, with the current of the ocean at the side. I was very mind blown to see that. I'm very, not even mind blown, but I'm very proud as I say this at this moment, as I speak this. Many times I had like kind of feeling that, I have to trace my roots back to Africa, you know, because I born in the Caribbean, St. Martin, so it's like I gotta trace my roots back to Africa. I want to know where I came from. But since I got that transcript of that Aishan tablet, I don't even need to trace nothing back, because I know where I came from. Right? I was already here when Kemet, I was already here in the land of the black kings and queens. At the time of Kemet, I was already here. When they were building the pyramids of Giza and the Sphinx and all these things, I was already here. Yes, so I was already here. And I'm here again. So it's like somewhere the mission is not getting accomplished. So we're here to accomplish a mission. Yes, so to awaken the ones them who's asleep, awake them and arise them in the spirit, so they could be greater human beings, greater men and women out here. It's not good to be living in lies. It's not good to be living in lies. You need to be living in the truth. And that's why they post so much narrative through the media and through the news and these propaganda machines, so they could program people's minds and program it in a kind of way that black people is the evil people and black people is criminals and black people is this and everything is on black people. But it's because they know that divinity, black people comes from divinity itself. You see it? So individually, everybody have to start to know themselves, start to study and get to know who you are as a black person and where you come from, which tribe you come from, which kingdom you come from, where you come from. Start to federate your Ori, start to federate your Ibe, start to get in line with things where you need to get in line with. Be proud of who you are. Yeah, man. Grow your hair. You see your hair, natural, it grow. It get locks. Look, electric. All of this is electric. All of this is electric, bro. All of this is electric. All of this is energy. Energy. All of this is energy. There's no fake hair. It grows. Women, the same thing. Stop putting fake hair in all your hair. Grow your hair naturally. And if you're sick of it, then just grow locks. That's electric. That's the electric. That's the antennas. Through these things comes the information from the universe. These things is like antennas. When you have locks, not that you have locks for like, oh, locks because it look good, but when you have locks for its purpose, let me tell you something. It's a very powerful thing. We are powerful beings. We are not human beings. We are spiritual beings. So let's wake up to these factual facts. A black man and a black woman can't run from yourself. I self-talk out of experience. I was one trying to run from myself, trying to integrate in other type of races, right? And everything what I did failed. Everything what I do, I fall on my face. But I know why. Because why? You being a traitor to your own Ori. You're being a traitor to yourself. That is not you. You, me, so I'm talking about me now. I'm original. You already know you original. We are the originals. Yeah, we are the original people. So how you gonna go against that? Nothing will never be good for you until you get in line with that. Till you get in line with knowing yourself and knowing that you're a king and knowing that you're a God and you got supreme power. And you don't, certain things you don't do, and certain things you do, but certain things you don't do. A lot of things you don't do as a black man, because you have to know yourself. So a lot of things which as in the world, how they will class couple things as normal, you know, we as spiritual beings, we don't view those things as normal. We have our principles, and we have our spiritual liberty and standards where we live up to. Yeah, so Africa, our spirituality, our culture, our traditions, our history, our artifacts, our garments, our clothes, our foods, and everything else. Be proud of these things and let me stand up with Africa with pride. Especially the people in the diaspora, our Africa brothers and sisters, they need our help more than ever. They need our help more than ever. They need our help. We're sharing more content, making videos, even showing them different footages of how people just live in Europe and America on a Sunday night, and on all of these nights whereas in Africa they have our people in some real mental slavery, you know, and in a kind of 419 scam. You know, place underdeveloped, but every day everybody have to be going to church and or to a synagogue or an imam Muslim place. Right? You know, suffer for what? Now your fault be that. You know, and not for them is their own fault, but we need to be there for them and we need to awaken them. They need to wake up, because the white man, a lot of these pastors, black pastors, and a lot of these people in Africa, in the government and different sectors, they're working for white supremacy. They're working for the colonizer, and they're trying their utmost best to make sure keep that foot on the black nation neck. So it's our utmost rights and business to enlighten people, because there's where it starts. When people start to get enlightened, when people start to know who they are, they're gonna know their power, and it's there's where they're gonna arise. So we need to be there for the black people. We need to enlighten people. We need to tell people the truth about what's going on. We have to set foundations in place for our next generations, because we can't leave it past us and then they come with a whole heap of more lies and twist our children's head and make our children be slaves once more for them. That can't be. It's a no, 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 no. So we need to rise up, brothers and sisters, kings and queens, God and goddesses, and we got to know ourselves, and we got to help one another, enlighten one another, be there for one another. Jehovah's, not for the people them who are wicked. Oh, I ain't talking to be there for nobody who are wicked. We need to, when I'm talking on a positive vibration for those who willing to change and transform, those who seeking help, those who seeking knowledge, those who seeking the truth. I'm talking about those people. So I'm talking that is these type of people I'm for sure want to reach out to, and we need to be helping these type of people to wake up to the knowledge. We are great people, my brothers and sisters, right? All to my black brothers in America, wherever you is, y'all need to stop doing stupidness to be continue going into the cages. I mean, in the cages means the modern day slavery. Stop doing stupidness to get yourself incarcerated so you could be back in the white man cage, so they could run their the new age slavery drill on you, right? Sweat equity got you working for $1 an hour, probably not even $1, probably 80 cents an hour, and these type of things. So black brothers, black brothers and sisters, we need to wake up. We need to wake up. We need to wake up. We need to wake up and start to create things, start to invent things, start to be more creative and within ourselves, and knowing that we were here to create. We are creators. So we were here to create. Yes. And we was here to enlighten. Spiritual beings come to this dimension to bring light where a whole heap of darkness is. Yes, my brothers and sisters. Calling a spade, standing with Africa with pride. And again, may I say, it's an honor to serve for the ancestors, and it's an honor to stand with Africa with pride. Even though I never been to Africa, but next month, as I speak, next month, it will be the first time I'm going to Africa, and I will be in Africa. So I'm very excited about that one. And as I say again, I'm looking forward to the many experiences what I'm gonna have in the future, and especially when I'm coming to visit different states and different nations, as like Ghana and Nigeria and Benin and different places. I can't wait. But we do things on the universe time, not on our time. Yeah, so as I say again, Africa, my motherland, the place where I come from, my spirit comes from there, my masculinity comes from there, my energies come from there, my blood comes from there, and I'm very proud to say that I'm standing with Africa with pride. I'm not standing with the slave masters. I'm not standing with the colonizers. I'm not standing with those people what lied to us and sugar-coated things, and they think that they make some kind of new wall, which is a Western wall, and they think that we need to be less in this Western wall and keep our mouth shut, or just think that, okay, we have everything good, so we don't even need to bother about Africa. Nah, I'm not standing with y'all type of people. Y'all people, all y'all people is evil, right? Africa, a great nation, where it needs to get developed, where it needs to have hospitals, and where it needs to have good policing and military and different infrastructures and different things in different sectors, right? All those churches need to get break down, and if we're not breaking down those churches, because it couldn't be a waste of time, meaning evicting all of those tenants out of the churches all over Africa and turning the churches into industries of innovation centers and industries of producing products industries of making things. You know, these are the type of things that are happening to Africa. Solar energy, which is green, clean energy, solar panel fields. So everywhere in all communities could always have electricity 24 hours, right? Proper food, proper clothing, proper roads with drainage, that when water fall, the water could go and don't stay on the road, right? Proper roads in all over, and also in communities. Solar panels and solar systems, so we could have clean energy to everybody, right? And developing the countries and different nations to the way how modern world has it. We modernize Africa, right? This is the aim. And I mean, from banks to hospitals to good policing to military to everything. But this is the problem, and this is the main issue. You know what I mean? That's why they're keeping a foot on our necks. And that's why they have different evil people in place. So what I just said don't happen, because the minute these things have to happen, Western world as we know it has fallen, right? So they don't want these things to happen in Africa, because Africa will be really great. It will be really amazing. People won't even be living in Europe, I think. They will go and live in Africa. That's why they don't want Africa to get developed. They have it undeveloped. They have it undeveloped. They have there with a bunch of sickness, a bunch of craziness, and that's why they have these things in place, because they know if Africa is developed, a lot of people would not be living in Europe or in America or Northern America. A lot of people would be living in Africa for sure, no doubt about it. Yes, fam. I hope someone got the message out of this video. Like I said, it's an honor to serve for the ancestors. And today I had to call a spade a spade. And I just want the whole world to know, and all my viewers, fans, and those who subscribe, that I'm standing with Africa with pride. So I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching the video. Like I said, like and share the video. Drop a comment, share your thought. Also, don't forget, one more week until my birthday event. So one more week you have to subscribe, and even if you already have subscribed to the channel, just answer the 3 questions. I already gave a hint in my last short already. So don't forget the 3 questions: which day I'm making birthday, how old I'll be making, and where I'll be celebrating my birthday, which place I will be. I already gave a hint in the last shot, so please check the last shot out. And don't forget, stay tuned. This week, upcoming week, I have a whole lot of amazing footages I'll be sharing. And of course, I will see you all in the other video. Have a nice day to all my fans and viewers. Peace.